Hey guys, Sean here. Today I'll be profiling my Blue Eyes deck. Before we get into it, this is not a competitive deck. Does not use any Dragon Link type of stuff. Doesn't use any of the Chaos cards. It's just a fun Blue Eyes deck. It has a few unique cards in it that I don't see many people run. So yeah, let's get into it. So for the main deck, we begin with 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon. I don't need to tell you why. It's just Blue Eyes White Dragon. Okay, next up, 3 Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. So you can special summon him by revealing a Blue Eyes. He counts as a Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field in the grave, which is important for fusions and other type of stuff. And he can pop a card in the field, so he's very good. And next up, we got Abyss Dragon, Dragon Spirit of White. So Abyss Dragon is the newest Blue Eyes support. You can special summon him, and then you can search your deck for a Polymerization or a Ritual card. During the end phase, when he was summoned, you can add a level 8 or higher dragon monster from your deck to your hand. You can only resolve these 2 effects if you have a Blue Eyes on the field or in the grave. That's why Alternative is so important, because it gives you another Blue Eyes White Dragon name in the grave. Dragon Spirit of White counts as a Blue Eyes monster, and so you can search him easily. You can also special summon him to banish 1 spell trap card on the field, which is very helpful. 1 Chaos Dragon Levianeer. The only way you're summoning him on this deck is by banishing 3 light monsters, so the only effect you're getting is to special summon a monster from the grave. But that's pretty good, and he's level 8, so that's important for Exes plays. Next up, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Every dragon deck runs him. You special summon him by banishing a dragon monster on the field, and then you can just special summon dragon monsters from your hand or grave, which is very important. 1 Gameciel, you can run 3 of them, it's probably better off, but I think 1 is good for this deck. You have 1 Kaiju to get rid of your opponent's like tricky card like Dragoon, and you can also use trade in on him to draw 2 cards because he's level 8. Next up, 3 White Stone of Ancients and 2 White Stone of Legends. White Stone of Ancients, level 1 light tuner, which a lot of your cards in the deck can search. When it's sent to the grave, you can banish it from the grave to add a Blue Eyes monster from your grave to your hand, which can be very important. Also, during the end phase of the turn it was sent to the grave, you can special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your deck, which is what you usually use to go into your Abyss Dragon. Next up, 2 White Stone of Legend. You can send it from the deck to the grave, or you can use Link Rebo on it, send it to the grave, and then you add a Blue Eyes to your hand. So it's very good for searching. Next up, 1 Protector with Eyes of Blue, 1 Sage with Eyes of Blue. Protector can special summon a level 1 light tuner from your hand, and you can use this effect to tribute 1 effect monster on the field to special summon a Blue Eyes from your hand. So you can normal summon him, use this effect, tribute him, special summon Blue Eyes from your hand. Next up is Sage with Eyes of Blue. When he's normal summoned, you can add a level 1 light tuner from your deck to your hand, and you can discard him from your hand, target 1 effect monster on the field, send it to the grave, and special summon a Blue Eyes from deck. So yeah, very important. Next up, 1 Keeper of Dragon Magic. You can use this effect to search for a Polymerization. We don't fusion summon too much in this deck, but it's definitely an option, so you want to run him. 1 Chaos Max. You can search him with Melody of Awakening Dragon. We also run a Chaos form in the deck, so we can summon him out, and you can search that off Abyss Dragon. So that's it for the monsters. We'll go into the spells now. 3 Melody of Awakening Dragon. Discard 1 card, add 2 monsters with 3000 attack and 2500 or less defense from your deck to your hand, which is pretty much all your level 8 dragon monsters in the deck, which is super important. Next up, Polymerization and Dragon's Mirror. Polymerization, you can search off Abyss Dragon or Keeper of Dragon Magic. Dragon's Mirror, banish cards from the grave to summon, so pretty good. 1 Chaos form, so we can go into our Chaos Max. You can banish a Blue Eyes from your grave as cost for Chaos form, which is very handy. 3 Trade in. We run a lot of level 8 monsters, so this is just a quick way to draw 2 cards. Dragon Shrine, Foolish Burial, just to send cards from deck to grave. 2 Return of the Dragon Lords. Special summons a level 7 or 8 dragon monster from the grave, and you can also banish it from the grave to protect 1 of your monsters. Okay, next up, Twin Twister. We have no other way of removing back row besides Dragon Spirit of White. And if you're playing against Mystic Mine, you can't activate monster effects, so Twin Twister is a good option. Successor Soul, tribute one effect monster, destroy one of your opponent's effect monsters, and then special summon a Blue Eyes. Monster Reborn, because every deck should basically run it, just special summon any monster. 1 for 1, because we use a lot of level 1s in the deck, and that can be very handy. That's it for the spells. We use 1 trap, Solemn Strike. You can run Solemn Judgment, you can run like 3 of these, but just for this deck I only run 1. For the hand traps, Ghost Belle, Ghost Ogre, Ash Blossom. If you're playing competitive, you probably want 3 Ash Blossoms, but I like the versatility. You can just replace this with whatever you want, so yeah. Okay, now on to the extra deck. For the fusions, 1 Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, 1 Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon, and then 2 Blue Eyes Twin Burst. Yeah, you always want to run 4 Blue Eyes fusions in the deck because of Neo Blue Eyes. You can send a fusion Blue Eyes from your extra deck to the grave, and it gains an extra attack, so you always want at least 3. Next up, we got Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon. If you fuse him with Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon, you can pop 3 cards on the field. He also cannot be destroyed by card effects, so he's very strong. Next up, 2 Twin Burst. You can go into him with 2 Blue Eyes in the field. Then you can also use Dragon's Mirror to special summon another one. He cannot be destroyed by battle. He can attack twice, and if he doesn't destroy a monster during the end of the damage step, you banish it instead. So yeah, very strong. Next up is Synchros. 1 Azure Eyes, 1 Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, and then 1 Vermilion Dragon Mech. So they're all level 9 Synchros, which is just a Blue Eyes or any level 8 and any one of your level 1 tuners. Spirit Dragon is your main guy to go to. You negate the effect of a card in the grave. You can also tribute him to special summon Azure Eyes, which protects all your dragon type monsters for the turn. And then Vermilion Dragon Mech is a card I don't see people use very much. Because this deck runs a lot of tuners, you can banish a tuner from the grave to destroy 1 card in the field, so I feel like that's very handy. Next up for the links, Yugioh, Bujinki Ahashima, and Linkuriboh. So yeah, many decks don't run Bujinki, but it's a very good card if you want to go into your XZ plays. Yugioh is Yugioh. You don't go into it too often in this deck because, at least for me, I don't go into enough cards on the field to actually summon them. But he's a good option to have anyway. Bujinki is good for combos with XZ cards, and Linkuriboh is good for sending your level 1s to the grave. And then finally, what I think makes this deck pretty unique, my XZ cards. 1 number 97, 1 number 100, number 107, number C107, and number 38, Hope Harbinger. When you go into XZs, the main one you want to go into is number 97. What his effect is you can detach a material, special summon any one of your dragon type XZ's monsters, attach another one as material. So for combos, you can go into Numeron Dragon to attack for 9,000 because he gains 1,000 attack for each rank on the field. You can go into Hope Harbinger on the first turn, so you have a negate for spell and traps. C107 can attack 3 times if he has number 107 as material. So depending on if you're going first or second, depending on the deck you're fighting against, any one of these cards would be a good option. Okay, now onto the combos. Okay, for the combo, it's a 3-card combo with Blue Eyes White Dragon, Return of the Dragon Lords, and Melody of Awakening Dragon. Return of the Dragon Lords can be Monster Reborn as well, and Blue Eyes can be Blue Eyes Alternative. So we start off, activate Melody of Awakening Dragon, sending Blue Eyes White Dragon to search our deck for Blue Eyes and Alternative. Next up, we special summon Alternative by revealing Blue Eyes. We can activate his effect to pop a card. Next up, activate Return of the Dragon Lords, bringing back Blue Eyes. So now we have Return of the Dragon Lords in the grave, which means that we can protect one of our dragon monsters from being destroyed. Next up, we are going to link, using these two, into Bujinki Ashima. Activating his effect, we will special summon Blue Eyes from our hand, Blue Eyes from our grave, and immediately XZ summon into number 97, into the zone that Bujinki points to. At this point, there are a few ways we can go. If it's the first turn, we can detach a material, we can special summon Hope Harbinger using number 107 or any of our XZ cards. This is our end board here. We have a spell card negate, we We have a 3000 attack monster that cannot be destroyed by card effects, and we have a link monster. In case we are going second, when we activate number 97, we can go into Numeron Dragon by using 107 as material. Then I will activate Bujinki's effect. Since an XZ monster was activated and has only points to, we can pop a spell and trap card our opponent controls. Next up, we can attach a material from 100 to gain 9000 attack, because that's the total rank on the field. If you have more XZ cards on the field, he'll gain even more attack. And we can swing for game. If we are in a situation where our opponent has a few monsters that would stop us from OTKing with number 100, we can go into number C, 107 Tachyon Dragon, using number 107 as material. Because he has number 107 as material, we can activate his effect, tribute 2 monsters on the field, and he can attack 3 times. And because we used number 97, he's the only monster that can attack anyway. So during the battle phase, we can attack 3 times for 13,500. Okay, so that's the deck. So as I said before, not very competitive, but it uses a few cool cards. I never see Blue Eyes decks that run a bunch of XZ cards. That's usually used for Galaxy Eyes decks. So yeah, I think this is a pretty unique deck. I think it's pretty fun. And yeah, thanks for watching.